Hello Capricorn, my name's Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. This is your general tarot reading for February 2019. Could be about love, career, any special projects you've got on, any questions at the forefront of your mind. You'll know in the first few minutes if it's resonating for you, if this reading's for you. If it's not, please check out your moon and rising signs, those readings, perhaps one of those. I'm pretty sure one of those will click pretty strongly for you. But for now, Cap, you begin the month of February with a Tower card. This is you right now. So something's ending right now. Could be a lifestyle, could be a job, a relationship, could be a habit that you've had, a way of thinking that you've had. But right now, you've decided that, or the universe has decided that it's time to move on from something. Okay, usually something better is to come after the Tower moment, though it can be fairly hard, especially if it's like a relationship breakdown or leaving a job. But when the Tower card comes, it's usually a sign that, look, this has been coming for a while and you haven't sort of acted quickly enough by yourself, and so the universe is saying, listen, we're changing this for you. Okay, so either way, it's usually followed, as I say, by something a bit much more positive and productive than where you were. Okay, what's crossing you? You have the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is, she represents your intuition. She represents a highly spiritual side, but she also represents balance of both. If you have a look here, the High Priestess sits between those two pillars. One pillar represents the spiritual side and the unknown, and the other one represents the more practical 3D world. And what you're being challenged by here is to use your intuition to move the right way. And I'm feeling that this is a pretty positive sort of thing which is going for you if you follow what you need to follow. And you know what I'm talking about there, the line, your pathway that you're on. You just follow your nose. It's almost like there's a new beginning now and you're being asked to go really right within. There could be some secrets coming out, questions about things, not necessarily material things, which are finally making sense for you. So for ways of seeing the world which haven't suited you in the past, the High Priestess energy is helping you change those, helping you see things a little more differently. But we'll try and focus in a little bit more. But look, two major arcana to start the reading. Your conscious goal. You have the Five of Wands. So this is, for me, it's about competition. You know that wherever you're going to have to compete against others. But it's not a malicious competition, it's fair play. So I'm thinking this could be about business. So you may be going into business where there are other people vying in the same market that you are in, okay? We can clarify that later too. But again, I'm feeling this is healthy competition. I'm not feeling it's anything malicious or anything nasty or anything to really be too concerned about. It's just like the real world, basically. And you know you're heading into that, and it looks like you're prepared to work in that environment. Okay. The unknown influence, you have the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups is a card of perhaps boredom. It's also a card of looking for opportunities. So there's an opportunity there for you. It's being offered there, but it's just a matter of seeing it and taking it. This person here sitting under this tree with their arms folded, looking at those three cups in front of him, not doing anything with them. And here comes another cup from the universe, a gift, and he's sort of still crossing his arms and he's like not accepting that either. or maybe he's just not seeing it because he's not focusing on it. So perhaps the message there is that there could be an opportunity coming along, but if you haven't got your eyes open for opportunities, if you're not in the high vibration mindset, if you like, you might miss it. Okay, so we'll clarify. Okay, in the recent past, you have the Empress card. Okay, so you've just got this great idea. You've got something off the ground. You've been working on something perhaps for a few months, and it's time for this to pay off. Okay, so you've recently almost given birth to some kind of creative project that you've got on, and this is very fertile ground, if you like. It's really helped you grow somehow. And with this sense of growth, if you have a look at the Venus sign next to the Empress here, it's like you've learned how to separate your heart from your head. Okay, you've learned how to operate in the world and how to say, well, hang on, let's keep my business and my personal life separate somehow. Try not to be too emotionally involved with people around me just because I'm an emotional kind of a person. But it looks like you've handled this. You've got something started, and it's feeling like something else is going to go now. This tower moment here is going to just really allow whatever this thing is to really take off. So, future influence, Judgment card, rebirth. Okay, this is a card of hope. It's a card of not looking back. It's a card of not being able to go back once you've made this decision. It's a very happy card. It's a joyous card. A card of karma. If you have a look, the angel here is trumpeting the new message, whatever the message is to these people, and they're very happy about it. It's like they thought they were dead and buried, but now out they come out of those coffins and they're rejoicing. So if there was a project which had been put on hold or was taking a long time to get started, now is a chance to kick it off again and really have a new beginning with it. It could also be just about a new beginning based on the work that you've done, and now things are coming to fruition. It's looking really good. Let's have a look. Your talents. What talents are you bringing? You're bringing a celebratory mood. Okay, so you're feeling pretty good about things. This is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups talks about celebration. It talks about optimism. It can talk about working together with others. But generally, in this position here, whatever new start you are having, you are feeling really optimistic and celebrating that this is really the direction you want to go in. Okay, and it's feeling very prosperous here. Your environment. So the way your environment sees you, the way you see yourself in the world, and the way you see the environment generally. It looks like the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords talks about a little bit of imprisonment here. So perhaps you're feeling stuck by one or two things. I'm feeling this is a temporary energy. So there's a couple of things just need wrapping up. A couple of things just need tweaking a little bit to finally cut the cord of whatever's been holding you back. It won't be long now. I think you can see it coming. Okay, you'll be able to just lean up. See those bounds on her? They're not very tight. She can wriggle out of those. It can be self-imposed. So perhaps there is something you're telling yourself you can't do until some paper is signed or a contract or something is made official, something like that. But I wouldn't let it slow me down too much if I was you. Things are already in motion, okay? Whatever's going on with you, it's just about unstoppable now. Uh, so this Eight of Swords is really a temporary energy, which is it'll dissipate. We'll find out what that is. But I'm feeling that a very temporary situation, and it's very loose binding. You'll be able to get out of that, no worries. And compared to the rest of this reading, I wouldn't say it's going to be a very strong problem for you. Okay, in your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so whatever you've been working on, you're really expecting this to bring you abundance in all its forms. Material abundance, emotional abundance, happy family, happy bank account, and progression. So the Ten of Pentacles represents just abundance in all its forms. Okay, so you've got the happy family there, the archway represents happiness, you've got that couple under there, you've got the child, you've got the old man, the extended family, you've got the two dogs, everyone, the whole card is just about affection and abundance and love. So really a very positive thing. And so you're hoping whatever this project is that you've got on, Cappy, that it's moving in the right direction toward abundance for you. So that's a great feeling to have. In the outcome, you have the Four of Wands. At the end of February, or the end of this project or whatever you've got going on, you're going to be feeling really happy here. Four of Wands is about a happy home, usually talks about home. Perhaps you're working from home or thinking of working from home. Perhaps you've got some project which requires you or allows you to do a lot of your work at home. Okay, so a really promising card to finish off February with. That's great news. Okay, so we'll clarify some of these now, Cappy, and see what we can get out of this. It's looking pretty positive. It looks like you're really moving forward. I'm not really seeing any blockages here at all, except for this Eight of Swords, but we'll see if we can just have a bit of fun with this reading and see what we can narrow down. So the Tower moment, whatever it is which has just ended, this new way of thinking, this old job that you've got or just about to get rid of, this old relationship, just coming down. You may have been stuck for a while, and this Tower moment's going to free you, liberate you. And something about this High Priestess here, I'd like to clarify the High Priestess. Find out something about intuition, something about secrets coming out, things that you never knew about. I'm thinking something's going to, it could be about what resources you will have. So after this takes place, whether it's a divorce or whether it's just a resigning from a job, or you'll be able to look at and see what resources you have. Okay, things will be a bit clearer for you. Let's have a look. The High Priestess here was clarified by the Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands. Okay, a wonderful energy to have. She's a fire sign. Perhaps if this person is in your environment, could be male or female, this is an action person, action woman, feminine energy, but she's a go-getter. She's sexy. So if this is your energy, you are feeling really empowered at the moment. It's like you've got everything under control. Okay, you know what's what, you know you're feeling good about yourself and your relationships, and you've got that fire inside you which is helping you, it's helping guide your intuition, perhaps something to do with creativity here. So if there's a Queen of Wands type of person around you, it's you need to follow your intuition here. I'm thinking that she will have something to do with this new career, that new idea. We'll have a look at this a bit more closely. We clarify Queen of Rods here. We clarify the Queen of Rods. for Capricorn. And we have here death. Okay, yes. Okay, so something's going to end up. So you've got these right in the middle of your reading here. You've got the Tower card. You've got, pardon my awkwardness, you've got, okay, the Tower card here, rightio, so something's coming down right now. It's happening as we speak. Okay, it's crossed by the High Priestess. Okay, so perhaps there's some intuitive work you need to do, some secret which needs to come out, some information that's still not quite clear yet, which is going to allow you to move on. Won't be long now. You have the Queen of Wands. Okay, wonderfully energetic energy, if you like, sexy, motivated, knows what she's doing, gets things done, takes it all in a stride. And then you've got this death card here, so which sort of reinforces that something is coming. The end of something is coming. There's a real transformation coming for you, Capricorn. Perhaps you'll be taking on the energies of this Queen of Wands a lot more somehow, and there's definitely a transformation. You're going to be seeing the world totally differently at the other side of this thing that's happening here. Whatever it is, it's this new situation you're finding yourself in. Okay, let's have a look at this. Well, let's have a look at the Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here? Your conscious goal, you're going out to compete. You have, I'll take this, Two of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles. So you perhaps there are two different businesses or two arms of this business that you're going to go into. Okay, so you might be for example, a singer, but you also might have another business, another income stream, if you like. So maybe you do painting on the weekends or at home and then take them to the markets, and then you've got another singing career or songwriting or something. And it's a competitive field. It's quite a competitive environment that you're moving into. I'm thinking that's it there. So you'll need more than one income stream. And it looks like you're handling it pretty well. This person here I'm seeing is juggling these pentacles just fine while waiting for their ships to come in. Okay, looking quite comfortable there. But there may not be room for other things. So there may be another opportunity which comes your way, which is going to require you to maybe hold off on one of these projects that you've got going. So I'm feeling there might be an offer coming in for you, like a work offer if you're looking for work. But it's looking like you can handle this competition, this competitive environment. You can handle that, no worries, Cap. Let's have a look at the Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here in the unknown influence position for Capricorn? Okay, Four of Cups for Capricorn. Why is that here? Why is the Four of Cups here for Cappy? I'll take this one. We have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so remember I talked about, okay, so you've got here your Four of Cups, and it's clarified by the Seven of Cups. So the Four of Cups is about not seeing opportunities when they come to you, okay, or keeping an eye out for opportunities, or sometimes even if you've got the wrong attitude, being a bit fussy, too fussy, where the Seven of Cups talks about all this choice that you've got. And so maybe you're going to have all of these opportunities coming at you, and you're not going to know which one to take because there are so many of them. People might be, as I said, might be offering you work. You might have a creative business idea, and it's looking like February might be a really good time for you to have a whole bunch of choices. I'm feeling that you really want to stay focused here and grounded, and Try not to see everything coming at you at once, because there'll be a lot of opportunities, a lot of really good opportunities, love and business, okay? What you want to do here, I'm feeling, is just take one thing at a time and look at each thing on its merits. If you sit here and you see all of this out there, it'll be so easy to become overwhelmed with this. Then you may have to knock back a couple of opportunities. So this opportunity here, you may decide that you haven't got room for this new cup because you've got all this other stuff happening. You're so busy juggling. But it's a good dilemma to have. I'm reminded of like the football coach who has to decide, all his players are working so well and training so well and playing so well. Who do you leave out of the team? Almost. That's what it's feeling like. Okay, so it's really positive, and that can be a difficult decision sometimes, deciding which opportunities not to take. So it's a really abundant time, Kathy. Far out. Okay, you've got the Judgment card here, a rebirth of something. You've got the Empress here in the recent past. I'm not feeling drawn to clarify that, just that something has been given the chance to give birth. I'm feeling just like a plant which has just sprouted, and it's ready to grow if you nurture it the right way. Okay, so why is the Judgment card here in the future position, future influence? We have here the Judgment card. Please clarify the Judgment card for Cappy, Spirit. Just nothing coming out. Okay, Eight of Rods. Okay, so the Judgment card is clarified by the Eight of Rods. So there's going to be some communication here. I'm feeling also that maybe this rebirth, this opportunity that you had, this second chance, it requires a lot of communication. So perhaps a lot of online work, you know, and you'll be developing strategies of how to market yourself online. There'll be lots of communications with someone about this, lots of backwards and forwards communication about how to get things right and which way to move. So you might be working with someone else, I'm feeling, Capricorn, and this person, I'm feeling, they're pretty good at what they do. Okay, they might be a little bit rigid, but they're generally pretty good at what they do. So if you're being asked to contribute to their business somehow, there might just be a lot of toing and froing to get things right there with the communications, but it's looking like it's you'll be helping them and they'll be helping you. Okay, it's looking pretty good. So lots of communication there, and I'm feeling it could be something to do with lots of online stuff. Okay, so social media, websites, lots of communication coming backwards and forwards about this new creation that you've got going on. Okay, so you have the Three of Cups. You're in a very celebratory frame of mind. So it's like you're realizing what you have, and you're appreciating it, and you are allowing yourself to celebrate that. So well done, Cappy, because when you're recognizing your successes, then you start to feel good about further success. Okay, so it's almost like a public celebration that you could be having. So you might be thinking of throwing a party just for the sake of throwing a party, or just catching up with some people you haven't met for a while and said, oh, let's just go for a drink, or let's just catch up somewhere. Even though you're going to be pretty busy, it's looking like you're pretty busy in February getting this new thing off the ground. But this new thing is actually, I'm feeling a lot of people involved, so it needs a lot of people. So perhaps this celebratory tone and catching up with people, it's not just about catching up, it's about networking and letting people know about what you have, and communicating your service. You've got a service or a product or an idea and you want people to know about it. Okay, so look, again, not feeling drawn to, but what is this Eight of Swords about? Why is the Eight of Swords here in Capricorn's relation to their environment, the way they're seeing themselves? We talked before about just getting some I's dotted and some T's crossed. So a couple of things just need to finish off before you can totally cut that. Totally just cut it and set it free. They're very loose now. I can see these binds that she has. They're only loose. She can wriggle out, lean up against a sword, cut, and then she'll be free. Now I can see she's just about there now. Just about there, Cap. So why is that there? Let's see what we can get out of this. And you have the Empress again. Okay, so the Empress, you're really dying to get something going, and you know that as soon as these binds are cut, they're ready to go. So you got the Empress in the recent past and the Empress in the future. Okay, look at that in your environment right now. So yeah, okay, there's just a couple of small things. Maybe a contract needs to be signed, just a signature, and then you'll be on your way, Cappy. Well done. Okay, you have the Ten of Pentacles in your hopes and fears, and you have the Four of Wands in your outcome. You know what? I don't need to clarify anymore. This is a great reading, Cappy. Bit of work for you. You're going to be busy getting things off the ground, nurturing what you've already done, all this work that you've put in. There's a bit of competition there. You are perfectly capable of handling this busy workload, but maybe there are going to be so many opportunities coming to you. There's going to be a choice you're going to have to make of what great opportunities to turn down or try to put on hold, and that might make you feel a little overwhelmed, but I'm pretty sure if you don't rush yourself, you are going to be in really good shape by the end of this month, Cap, and this is going to be yours, which is the happy home, the emotional fulfillment. Maybe even some of you might be thinking about renovating or extending your home, and it's looking like you'll be able to start looking at that really closely this February. And I'm feeling that because of the spread, the major arcana you had there, this is just going to build. It's going to be a long-term thing, Cappy. So look, I really hope it resonates for you. Please like and subscribe. Leave me any thoughtful comments. I love reading comments, and hopefully talk to you in a couple of weeks.